Hello and welcome. In this video, we will discuss some principles and best practices for camera and lighting, specifically for recording yourself on your home or office computer. Hi, my name is Charles Drexler, and I'm a video production specialist at the Center for Digital Education. I'm speaking to you today from my home to help you turn your home or office into your best recording studio. Let's get started. So we're here to talk about how to make you look good on this camera. I want to focus our discussion today on three main areas. First, camera position. Second, lighting. And third, framing and what's in the frame. Let's talk about camera position. This setup is basically how I would feel comfortable working. My keyboard is at my wrists, I can see my screen. My camera, which is right here, is pointing up at me. Do you see that? What we want to do is raise our camera position so it's at or slightly above eye level. Let me show you how I do that. Dictionary, phone books, boxes, these are all good items to help you raise your camera up to eye level. This would be a very strange way to work. My keys are way too high for me to type on, but my screen is up at eye level. This is where my camera is right here. This is the line coming from my camera to my eyes. Now the other thing that's very important is to maintain eye contact to the camera. I'm not looking at the screen where I'd see myself, I'm looking at the camera. This will mimic the way that people would see each other in person. Next, let's talk about lighting. There are two types of lighting, natural lighting and artificial lighting. Natural lighting, or sunlight, is usually best. Sunlight contains high-intensity blue light, and sunlight, even on rainy or cloudy days, will almost always be more illuminating than artificial lighting. Position yourself near a window. Be careful not to sit in direct sunlight because that could be too intense or too hard, and use modifiers like shades or curtains to help make the lighting more soft or diffuse. Floor lamps or desk lamps like this may help fill in shadows on your face, but generally these lights are not powerful enough on their own, and often the light that they put out is too yellow. Avoid backlighting. Backlighting means more light behind you than on your face. With backlighting, the light behind you is strong and overpowering, and your face is too dark. The third consideration I'm going to ask you to think about is framing. Let's take a look at my framing here and let's talk about it. We want to look for framing where you're basically centered and my eyes are about 2/3 of the way from the bottom. Now a lot of people will tell you they like a very neutral background, all white wall or all blank wall, and that's fine too. Me personally, I like to have a little bit of depth and I like to have some stuff that shows off who I am. So you get the idea. Look not only at yourself and your lighting, but you're gonna look what's behind you. This shelf was a big mess before I shot this video. I spent a lot of time cleaning this and making sure it was organized. Everything in the frame behind me, this also represents me. My final point about recording yourself is to pay special attention to your process. Test your setup and make sure that you take breaks and drink water throughout. It can be very challenging to record yourself at home. Take good care of yourself so that you can take good care of your audience too. Okay, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully we've inspired you to find some new and creative ways to think about your camera and lighting options when you're recording yourself. I hope you found these tips and tricks helpful.